everyone, welcome today to the topic Wushu, Kung Fu, and what is behind. And this is more video than just one. Then I go and then in the other parts how to start, how to find the right master, teacher, whatever, and all kind of this. So let's start today like what is Wushu, what is the Kung Fu. Like the Wushu itself is the martial art, so, and the Kung Fu is then later what we get with hard work. So this is the understanding of the Wushu is then the Kung Fu. So it's something in a higher level is then also enlightenment. So Kung Fu is the start to get enlightenment also. So you see like the martial art way, the Wushu way, the traditional way is also to go in this direction. So there we see like the art itself. The martial art is an art. So art, it means like it's more than just do something. It's like many small parts of it. So let's start like first of all we start like from inside. Like the meditation is a ground stone of the Wushu. Then this brings us the awareness, and from awareness becomes the conscious. There is like this is a ground stone. So the most people just can't start when you don't know how. Check my other video about meditation, and like yeah, we go on. So we have the inside, so we go to the heart circulation system. So stamina training, go for run, go for swim, yeah, make something for stamina training. And there we have then also like Qigong, that we start to understand the energy work. Maybe you know a little bit Qigong, then you also can start directly. Qigong is also the ground stone for understanding of how we can work with the energy. And then of course the forms, but forms is just a collection of movements. So the movement itself is more important than the form. So the form is that they don't forget all the movements. Before they don't really have forms, so the forms is something new, but it's good for that the people don't forget all the movements. So do the form and see then which move is not good from the form, and make this movement in an endless pattern. So just do it. And this is then Qi and Gong, the ground thing. So we do a movement in endless version that we get the understanding there. So all parts we go see the form, here is not good, and we start to fix this here, and the whole form gets better and better. So like also like we do then also like the Bufa Gong, Shenfa, Shofa, all this Gong like for understanding. So Bufa like leg work, Shofa hand and arm work, and Shenfa the center work, the whole body. So we bring these three parts together, that becomes one unit. So we work also on each unit, that becomes all one. That's very important. Then we have also the Gongli training, the workout. So there of course the style we do, we have special workout that we get faster the skills we want. Then we also have like the iron palm, the pedal, like this, also the slapping for improve our strength, our body condition. But this means also like when we have a water pipe, we hit there when it's stuck in the water, and when we hit, the dirt goes with the shaking away, and it goes away, it flows them better. So this all hitting means we hit that the inside pipes and system get pushed, that this working better. And the benefit is also from pedal, we get stronger. And when we walk somewhere in a tree or we fall or whatever, it makes us less. So something comes, pam, and then nothing. So very good skill, very good. And then of course like the philosophic way, that we start to understand the whole thing, then we have to learn again the nature way. So Wushu is really to understand the nature way. What is the nature way of move our body, or the nature way of thinking, the nature way of just be. So this is that we start to learn again what is the nature way. Then we forgot that we are so far away from nature that we don't really know what is nature to move the body. So I just teach in a way that the people start to understand what it means to move the body in a nature way, that the energy can flow and the whole system become in balance, that we are healthy and go forward to the next crazy levels. Yeah, so of course the health is then the reflection of this whole thing. So it means also we have to keep an eye on nutrition, and there also how much we eat, what we eat, and this affects also our practice. And of course theory is important, but be careful, then theory can make us blind. And when we have too much theory but too less practice, we imagine something. Oh yeah, I feel this, but you feel nothing, then you just imagine. Then you read it in a book, you have to feel this, and then oh yeah, I have to feel this and this, and then you make an imagination, and then you feel it, but you don't feel it, then you have the imagination. So be careful there, just feel and observe. Someday you feel more, someday you feel less. It's not a matter, it's every day different, and you come forward. Don't become blind. So theory is just for see the different views from other people, that we see, oh yeah, I see it in a similar way, or then you can check it again. Oh yeah, this guy was right. Nah, I think I feel different. Then all we are different and would explain in a different way different things. So keep an eye there. So with books, just start with TCM, Chinese medicine, of course, Buddhism, Taoism, or other religion, that you have the philosophic way and start to understand. The Chinese medicine, the TCM, is for understand the concept of the yin and yang and the whole system. So it's helped us to understand what is Wushu and the nature way of this. And language, I also every time recommend. Then language is something, makes also the auto connection in our brain, and it's help us also to communicate with the master or teacher or people around the world. So I recommend when you don't speak English, of course when you check this video then learn English. So I'm German speaker, so I recommend to learn English. My English is also not the best, but it's still fun, so it's enough for talk. And then also learning Chinese when you wanna learn the Chinese martial art, or you go maybe to Spain, then learn Spanish. Every time see what you need for a language for make your life more convenient. And it's very good when you speak more than just one language, 2, 3, whatever. Go forward there, learn a second language in minimum. Then you can study about Wushu martial art, read books about this, but be careful what I said before, that you keep attention there. Yeah, I hope you still understand me sometimes, yeah, something bad. And yeah, the art is a martial art, so the art itself can help us also. So you can also do different art like painting, making music, making calligraphy, handicraft. Every art brings us the understanding of art itself. So you see that this whole big thing is then the Wushu, the traditional Wushu. So that we bring the body and the spirit together again for one unit. So never miss one of this part. When you miss one, then it's not traditional martial art, then it's just modern martial art. And modern martial art is just for good looking and not really for fighting and the herb. And there is like you see there directly, so every movement have a meaning. So this means like every movement have an application and a health aspect. But don't be too attached on this. All becomes in a nature way, like, but you can ask your master whatever you want, you teach it. And when he something don't know, he will research and give you then the answer and or self-reflection. So just the master should know or open enough for bring the answer to you. So this was the first part. So you see, first of all, less is more. This is very big thing. Then better train 5 movements than 1,000 movements, but you understand these 5 movements. When you have 1,000 movements but you understand nothing of these 1,000 movements, you know 10 forms but you don't really know the meaning about, then it's empty. And empty is nothing to do with Kung Fu. This is then just modern Wushu. And we wanna understand, we wanna the deepness in all that, we come to the nature way and we start to understand the whole thing. So you see, Kung Fu is then not just Kung Fu. Kung Fu is really the understanding of all. That is really martial art. So, all the best and see you next time. Subscribe me, support me wherever you can, share. Big thank you, and for every donation, thanks a lot. See you.